Welcome to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com, your daily Bollywood news. Let's get into it. We have so much to talk about today. The industry is buzzing. Where do we even begin? I feel like Sanjay Leela Bhansali is personally trying to keep us busy. He is a one-man content machine. It's like he has a separate universe of films just gestating in his mind at all times. So we have two major Bhansali-related updates, but they are very different projects. Okay, break it down for me. The first one sounds absolutely fascinating. It's a mythological jungle adventure, right? And the rumored cast is Dhanush and Kareena Kapoor. Director S. Mithran, for his helming this, has confirmed they're in advanced talks. It would be their first time working together. Dhanush and Kareena Kapoor in a mythological jungle adventure, produced by Sanjay Leela Bhansali. Say that 5 times fast. That is a combination of words I did not expect to hear this morning, but I am immediately on board. It has this incredible potential to be epic. You have Dhanush's intensity and his very grounded performance style, and then you have Kareena's incredible screen presence and star power. In a jungle with mythology? I'm just picturing the aesthetics. Bhansali's production house means it's going to be visually stunning. The scale, the costumes, the music. Even if he's not directing, his signature touch will be all over it. And it's a Bollywood debut for director S. Mithran, so what a way to enter the Hindi film industry. No pressure at all, just directing 2 superstars in a massive mythological film produced by a legend. Easy. The shoot is apparently expected to begin in January 2027, so we have a while to wait, but just the announcement is enough to get excited about. And as if that wasn't enough, Bhansali himself is moving from one massive project straight into another. He's currently wrapping up Love and War with Ranbir Kapoor, Alia Bhatt, and Vicky Kaushal. A film which, by the way, we could do an entire episode on just based on the casting. An entire season, perhaps. But he's not taking a break. No, he's planning to start his Madhubala biopic in September, with Sara Arjun playing the iconic actress. This is a project that has been talked about for years, and it's finally happening. I am so relieved it's in his hands. If anyone can do justice to the tragedy and the grandeur of Madhubala's life, it's him. Absolutely. And Sara Arjun is an interesting choice. She's been a prolific child actor. She has the experience, and she has this classic look that you can see fitting the part. It's a huge responsibility.
It is. She's not just playing a character, she's portraying a legacy. And get this for production efficiency. The team is apparently going to transform some of the sets from Love and War for the biopic.
Oh, I love that. It's the most glamorous recycling program I've ever heard of. Don't tear down that magnificent palace. We just need to change the curtains. It's going to be Madhubala's house now.
It makes perfect sense. Why build a whole new world when you have a perfectly good Bhansali world just sitting there, waiting for its next story?
So to recap, we have Bhansali the director working on a Madhubala biopic, and Bhansali the producer backing a mythological jungle epic with Kareena and Dhanush. The man does not rest.
He's building an empire, and we are just happy to get to watch it being built.
From empire building to brand building in a very different way. We have to talk about this moment with Akshay Kumar. It's hilarious.
Oh, this was brilliant. So he was at a promotional event for Acer, the tech company, and a journalist, in a moment of pure genius, asks him this question.
I love it when journalists are this clever. The question was, and I'm paraphrasing the sentiment here, everyone else is selling saffron, and you're selling Acer.
The actual quote was even better. Sab kesar bech rahe hain, aap Acer bech rahe hain. Kesar, of course, being a very thinly veiled reference to the elaichi, or cardamom, products that several other major stars are endorsing,
which are themselves a surrogate for pan masala products. It's this whole layered world of advertising that everyone knows about but doesn't really talk about directly. And this journalist just went there.
He did. It was a direct, witty, and honestly very funny jibe at the whole controversy surrounding A-listers endorsing these brands, especially after the government has been cracking down. It put Akshay Kumar right on the spot.
And what was his reaction? Outrage? A defensive answer from his PR team?
Nope. He just burst out laughing. A genuine, hearty laugh. The video has gone viral, and you can see him just fully appreciating the cleverness of the question. You know, that's the absolute best way he could have handled it. He didn't get defensive, he didn't ignore it. He just acknowledged the humor and the reality of the situation with a laugh. It kind of diffuses the whole thing. It does. It shows he has a sense of humor about himself and the industry he works in. In a world of carefully managed public appearances, that spontaneous moment of laughter was so refreshing. It really was. And kudos to that journalist. That was a masterclass in how to ask a tough question wrapped in wit. He wasn't aggressive, he was just incredibly smart. He made his point, and he got a fantastic human reaction out of a huge star.
Exactly. It became less of a gotcha moment and more of a shared moment of acknowledging the absurdity of it all. Honestly, it's one of my favorite little stories of the week.
Mine too. It's a tiny thing, but it says a lot. Okay, from tiny moments to massive numbers. Are you ready to dive into the box office? It's a battlefield out there. I've got my calculator ready. It is a story of highs, lows, and some serious surprises this week. Let's start with the hits. Surya's Vishwanath and Sons is just having a phenomenal run. It really is. It held steady on its second Friday, which is always a crucial test for a film. It's nearing the 100 crore mark in India, with its 8-day total at around 96 crore gross. It's on track to become Surya's second highest grossing film in India post-pandemic. That's fantastic. It's a family drama, right? Directed by Venkyat Luri. It just goes to show that if you connect with the audience, they will show up for you week after week. And in that same happy corner, we have Imran Hashmi's Our Pond 2. This one makes me so happy. It's being called a super duper hit and is nearing 175 crore worldwide. This is huge for him. It's his highest grossing solo film. After a few quiet years, to come back with such a definitive success is just wonderful to see. The first film was a cult classic, and it seems like the sequel has really captured that magic and brought it to a much wider audience. It's proof that there is still a massive appetite for that genre, the action thriller with a strong emotional core, and Imran Hashmi is the undisputed king of that space. The film has reportedly already made 175% profits. That's just a massive win for everyone involved. Absolutely. And speaking of massive, let's talk about a film that isn't even out yet but is already breaking records. Yash's Toxic. The advance bookings are just staggering. Within 24 hours of opening in the Hindi belt, it sold over 60,000 tickets at national chains. It beat the advance booking numbers for a monster hit like Ranbir Kapoor's Animal. And another report says that just 32 hours in, it had already sold over 2.7 lakh tickets for day one across India, recording the 7th best pre-sales for any Indian film this year. This is the power of the KGF franchise. Yash has built an incredible amount of trust and anticipation with the audience. They know when he comes, he's bringing a cinematic event. The title Toxic is intriguing. The posters have been dark and gritty. People are ready.
They are more than ready. They're pre-booking their seats in record numbers. It feels like this is going to be one of the biggest openings of the year, without a doubt. It's the definition of a pan-India phenomenon. Okay, so we've had the steady hits, the comeback blockbusters, the pre-release monsters, but the box office is a cruel place. And for every success story, there's a flip side. And this week, that flip side is Batwara 1947. It stars Sunny Deol and is backed by Amir Khan. On paper, that sounds like a sure thing. It does. A serious historical subject, two massive respected names attached to it, but it has been declared a box office disaster. In 8 days, it's earned just about 34 crore net in India. One headline said it was struggling to earn even 1 crore a day. That's just brutal, especially when you compare it to a film like Avarapan 2, which is running at the same time and has grossed over 169 crore worldwide. It shows that star power alone isn't enough. The audience is so specific about what they want to see. And if a film doesn't connect, it just doesn't stand a chance. And we have another couple of examples of this unpredictability. Ravi Teja's Irumudi had a bumper opening day, his career best as a solo lead, grossing over 22 crore worldwide on day one. A huge start. But then you have Prithviraj Sukumaran's Khalifa. It had a promising start, especially in Kerala, opening with over 5 crore there. But then it dropped. A massive 57% drop on its second day. The reviews were mixed, calling it a shoddily written old-school smuggling drama, and the audience seems to have agreed. It's on track to be his second consecutive failure this year. It's just a roller coaster. One day you're up, the next you're down. It's a potent reminder that every single Friday is a new test, and you just never know what will click with the viewers. It really is. What a wild ride. From the box office battlefield, shall we move to a different kind of battle? the ongoing saga of Spirit, the movie that isn't a movie yet but is generating more headlines than most actual releases. This controversy refuses to go away. It really does. So, the latest development is that Deepika Padukone liked a post on social media that was critical of director Sandeep Reddy Vanga and his brother Pranay Reddy Vanga regarding the profit-sharing dispute. Using the like button as a public statement is such a modern celebrity move. It's subtle, but says everything. The post she supported was apparently about her demanding a 10% profit share, which the producers felt was unreasonable. Right, Pranay Reddy Vanga, the director's brother and a producer on the film, came out and made these claims saying her demands were unreasonable. So it became this public back and forth about her fee and profit share.
But now, new reports are emerging that paint a very different picture. One claim is that Deepika never even heard the full script for Spirit.
Oh, that changes the narrative completely. If she wasn't even fully briefed on the project, then the discussion about profit sharing seems premature. It suggests the conversations never got that far.
Exactly. And another report goes even further, stating that the real reason she will never work with Sandeep Reddy Vanga has nothing to do with money, but is because of his alleged misogynist nature. Now that is a huge claim. It reframes the whole conversation from a financial dispute to a fundamental creative and ethical disagreement. His films have, of course, been at the center of intense debate about their portrayal of women. And for an actor like Deepika, who has been very vocal about women's rights and mental health, and has built a very specific and powerful brand identity, aligning with a filmmaker who is seen by many as controversial in that area would be a major conflict.
It's impossible for us to know what really happened behind closed doors. It's a classic case of he said, she said, with layers of PR and conflicting reports. But what's fascinating is how this conversation is playing out in public.
It is. It touches on so many industry pressure points: star salaries, profit sharing, the power dynamic between A-list actors and big-name directors, and the increasing importance of an artist's personal brand and values aligning with their professional choices.
The fact that it's all happening before a single frame has been shot just shows how high the stakes are. Every move is scrutinized. Every social media like is analyzed. It's a sign of the times. It truly is. Okay, let's move on to some happier and slightly less complicated news. It's a big day for a legend. Happy birthday to megastar Chiranjeevi. Happy 71st birthday to the one and only, and he is still going as strong as ever. The man's fitness routine is a headline in itself. I was reading about his discipline, strength training, diet. It's incredible. He looks amazing. And to celebrate his birthday, he gave his fans a gift. The title of his next big film, Mega 158, has been announced. It's called Kahaka. I love the title, and they released a teaser for it. It's an action thriller directed by Bobby Colley, and it's set for a January 13th, 2027 release. And they are assembling a top-tier technical team. The editor is Ruben, who cut both Jawan and Pushpa. That tells you everything you need to know about the kind of slick, fast-paced action they're aiming for.
Oh, absolutely. Bringing in an editor of that caliber is a statement of intent. They are making a world-class entertainer. It's so inspiring to see him at 71 still headlining these massive projects with so much energy and excitement. It's why he's called the megastar. It's a title he earns year after year, definitely. And while we're talking about exciting projects, we finally have an update on Tumbat 2. Yes, the sequel to one of the most brilliant folk horror films ever made. Alia Bhatt was recently spotted on the sets. She's officially started shooting. And Nawazuddin Siddiqui has also commenced his schedule in Satara. The two of them in the Tumbat universe, my mind is just reeling with the possibilities. The first film was such a masterpiece of atmosphere and dread. It was. The pressure is on for the sequel, but with that cast, they are already off to an incredible start. I cannot wait to see what they do with it. Me neither. And speaking of grand scale, a tiny nugget of news about S.S. Rajamouli's next film, Varanasi. The one with Mahesh Babu, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, and Prithviraj Sukumaran. What's the update? It's a musical update. The film is reportedly going to feature 6 songs composed by the legendary M.M. Keeravani. 6 songs in a Rajamouli epic. That sounds fantastic. After RRR, we know what that combination of director and composer can produce. It just adds another layer of grandeur to a project that was already off the charts. It really does. It's set for an April 2027 release, so we're still a ways off, but these little details keep the excitement building. From future films to present-day social media, let's check in with the Kapoor Khan family. First, Kareena Kapoor was seen heaping praise on the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic, Michael. Oh, I saw this. She was reacting to Joffer Jackson, who plays his uncle in the film. She just posted, "Oof, and what a performance." You know it's good when it gets the full oof from Kareena. That's high praise. It is. And while she's busy reviewing films, her sister-in-law, Saba Patauti, is busy shutting down rumors. Apparently, there was speculation that Kareena was pregnant with her third child. Of course there was. It's a Tuesday. Exactly. Saba posted on Instagram saying, "Live and let live, guys. Some things are left private. No speculation needed." A very polite and firm way of saying, everyone please calm down. Good for her. It must be exhausting having to constantly address that kind of public speculation.
I can't even imagine. And just a few more quick hits before we wrap up. We had a lovely throwback moment from Kangana Ranaut. She posted an old picture of herself, revealing that she worshipped Karisma Kapoor in the 90s and called her the original fashionista.
That's so sweet. And true. Karisma's style in the 90s was iconic. It's nice to see that kind of appreciation between actors from different generations.
And finally, for our weekend watch recommendations, a lot of new content is hitting OTT platforms. The big one is Akshay Kumar's ensemble comedy Welcome to the Jungle, which just landed on Jio Hotstar after its theatrical run. It apparently scored a massive 90 crore plus deal.
Wow. Also, for those who like more intense cinema, Anurag Kashyap's controversial crime drama Bander, starring Bobby Deol, is streaming on Z5.
And Vijay's political action thriller Jananayagan is also out. So whether you want comedy, crime, or political action, the streaming platforms have you covered this weekend.
Plenty to watch. And on that note, I think we've covered the length and breadth of Bollywood this week.
From casting coups to box office blues to social media buzz, it's been a packed one.
Headlines to heartbeats tuck. You've been listening to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com. Come back tomorrow. Namaste.